43% of parents say they have their best bonding moments with their kids doing this. Neither snow nor rain nor this kept Holly the mail carrier from delivering a miracle. My mom would always say excuses are like armpits, Andy. Everyone has them, they all stink. So how do you overcome excuses? It just takes one word. And you have thousands of thoughts that just run through your head every single day. How many of them do you actually act on? Something from Steve Jobs that might help you act on more of them. That's coming up on The Good News Show with Andy, where I'm all about putting a smile on your face and hope in your heart.
The Good News Show with Andy.
The number of the day is
43% of parents say they have their best bonding moments with their kids when they do this.
School shopping.
Yeah, that's right. School shopping.
My kids are 27 and 29, but I remember those days.
You sound like you got a little bit of a smile as you say that because you're probably saving a lot of money not having to buy supplies. The worst was one year I bought a graphing calculator for my oldest. It was that year for him in math to get the expensive one. But I had been looking that entire year before knowing it was coming up. So I found a good deal in the spring, bought it for him early. And then first day of school, he comes home. He goes, Dad, I don't know where my graphing calculator is. He lost it. And I was trying to figure out, is this a teachable moment? Do I pay for another expensive graphing calculator or make him pay for it? Just found out that 43% of parents say they've had their best bonding moments with their kids when they do back to school shopping. This was not a bonding moment. It was a teachable moment. My son was at the grade where you have to get the expensive graphing calculator. And I knew it was coming up, so I had been looking for deals for a long time. Found a cheap one for him, like in the spring. And then first day of school, he comes home, and I go, well, how is math? And he goes, I don't know where my graphing calculator is. So he lost it, apparently sometime even before he went to the first day of school. So then I had the dilemma. Do I make him buy the second one?
I don't think you should. I don't think that he probably, the last school year, that he should hang on to it because he was going to need it for this year. I have 3 children, 2 which are sons, and there is no way that they would have even known where it was the day after school was out, let alone today.
And they've become well-adjusted adults.
Yes. They never had to buy a calculator. Maybe that's why they are good, well-adjusted adults. I don't know.
Hi, I just wanted to weigh in on the calculator thing.
I don't think I could have possibly calculated how many people have had this same situation that my son had, where he lost his calculator. Graphing calculator, mind you, those are the expensive ones. And I had to wrestle with, do I make him pay for the second one? Do I pay for the second one?
Well, I misplaced mine in high school. I remember praying about it and asked my parents if I could donate $40 to it because that's all I had.
Did they tell you, hey, you need to pitch in, or did you just come to it and say, I want to help?
Well, when I told them with tears in my eyes, they knew something was coming, but they thought it was probably something else.
Brittany, we've all had those experiences, being afraid to tell our parents something and thinking it's the end of the world, and they are just relieved that we told them what we were struggling with and that it wasn't worse. And I think it's the same with God, Brittany, that we are afraid to bring our problems to him, that he's not going to care, or he'll strike us down with lightning once he knows how much we've messed up. But that's not the case, thankfully.
Yes, and that is so true. I've talked to you about my story. I deal with addiction, and I'm in recovery, and God is grateful to me. He has gave me the beautiful chance to be sober, and I am so grateful to have 10 years.
I hope this story makes you smile today.
Holly was delivering mail the other day when she encountered her worst nightmare. She's about to drop some mail into a mailbox attached to a house when she sees a dog off leash in front of her. Before she could grab the dog spray, she noticed that the dog wasn't running up to attack her. The dog was actually doing the opposite. It was whimpering and trying to limp away. And as she gets closer to this poor dog, she realizes it had been bit. And then she saw the attacker slither away. It was a copperhead snake. Holly knew that she needed to jump into action quickly. So she just leaves a note for the owner. No one was home. And she takes that little dog to the vet. And Ginger the Beagle is going to make a full recovery because Holly delivered hope. No postage required. Hey, I found the good side of social media. People were sharing on X secrets from their profession that everyone should probably know. Chris, who works IT, says if you see an error message, take a picture on your phone, Google the error to see what it says, and then restart your computer when weird things happen. He says, literally, that is what I will do. Chris, an IT guy, just shared his advice. If you have a weird thing happen on your computer, an error message pops up. He says, take a picture of it, restart the computer. That's good advice for anything in life. When things start to go a little crazy, it's okay to start over and try again. It's one thing that we're all really good at, making excuses. But here's one word you can use to overcome them and level up your life. Say nevertheless. For example, if you said this morning, it's not the greatest weather outside. I don't feel like walking today. Instead, you say, nevertheless, it's very important, so I'm going to do it anyway. When you say nevertheless, you're telling yourself that no matter how you might be feeling right now, you're always free to do the right thing. There are two mindsets in life, a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. And I feel like the older I get, the more I get into a fixed mindset where I think I can't learn anything more. I'm stuck where I am for the rest of my life. Doug says this is his encouragement to you and to me. He says it's never too late to learn a language. It's never too late to learn an instrument, even piano. All that's required is the genuine desire to learn. You've probably heard this from other people. Maybe you've done it too. I know I have. If something bad happens, it's because God is teaching me a lesson, or he's out to get me, or maybe he just doesn't care. But Jesus says in the Bible that it's the enemy who does not come except to steal and kill and destroy. Jesus says, but I have come so you might have life, and not just life, but have it more abundantly. So Jesus doesn't want you just to scrape by through every day, just barely survive, right? You get through the day and you collapse on the pillow at night and you just think, I don't know if I can do this another day, God. Every day gets tougher. He doesn't want you to have that life. So maybe today is the day that I start with changing my attitude and expectation from, oh man, things are going to be bad. It's going to go downhill from here, to, God, you've got it all covered because you want me to have an abundant life. You have thousands of thoughts that just run through your head every single day. How many of them do you actually act on? Probably not as many as you should. Inventor of the iPhone, Steve Jobs, talked about that.
The doers are the major thinkers. The people that have really made the contributions have been the thinkers and the doers. It's very easy to take credit for the thinking. The doing is more concrete, but it's very easy for somebody to say, I thought of this 3 years ago. Usually when you dig a little deeper, you find that the people that really did it were also the people that really worked through the hard intellectual problems as well.
If you ever get that tug on your heart to make a difference in a stranger's life, don't be afraid to do it.
God just used me to let the single mom and pay for her gas at a gas station.
Brent, that is not cheap. So what made you decide to do that?
Well, I was just waiting in line to buy an item, and she was obviously struggling, tried a credit card, and it declined. So she was going over to the ATM and canceled the transaction temporarily and kind of got a sense that I should be helping out. So I paid for it and went over to her and told her that I paid for her gas and to have a blessed day. And she said, I just don't have enough money right now. I'm a single mom and things aren't adding up. And it was a huge blessing. She started crying.
I'm so glad you did that, Brent. I think so many times I get those nudges and then I just completely ignore them. So I hope that just makes you feel good that you did the right thing.
Yeah, blessed to be a blessing.
And it looks like you've got a text from God. I'm your light when things get dark. I'm your rescue when fear creeps in. You're safe. You're steady. You're mine. There's no greater happiness than that of having a continual conversation with God. Continual. Well, that means sharing everything with him. That's prayer. That can be right now. And if you don't know what to pray, just talk to God with whatever's on the top of your mind. Whatever is that thing that's like the mosquito that's just buzzing around your car right now. By saying, hey, God, I've been thinking a lot about this, and I want to give it to you. I trust you that you are in control of this, and you will work it for your good. Just so you know, I believe that when you turn this music up, you get more hope and encouragement in your life, unless you're trying to find a parking spot. So for whatever reason, you turn the volume down and you can see better. I can't explain it, and I'm not sure if it's scientific, but it works.